Hello and welcome to the Evolve Pipedrive podcast, where we talk all things Pipedrive, sales, apps, and Pipedrive marketplace. My name is Bruce Bignell. I'm the sales director here at Evolve. And Evolve, we are a UK-based technology consultancy that specialise in getting the most out of Pipedrive. We help with implementation, consultancy, and training. And today, I have the great pleasure to be joined by Stephen Nelemans, the founder and CEO at Luna, who's going to walk us through the Luna platform and how it integrates with Pipedrive. Stephen, over to you.
Thank you very much. Well, very happy, very excited to be here. Very happy to show you what we've built with Luna as well. As you can see right here, this is the Luna dashboard. This is actually my personal Luna account, as you can see. So if I click here, you see my name right here. So, and that's one of the cool things I think about Luna is that we're using Luna for our own outreach as well. We're not just trying to sell it, but we're also using it to sell it as we're a sales tool. And I think to kick off this demo is the most important thing about Luna is that for doing sales right now, especially with prospecting, you have either two modes. One of them is researching by hand, scraping, like crawling through the entire internet, scouring LinkedIn, writing messages and taking 20, maybe 30 minutes per person to actually write a decent outreach message where 90%, 95% of the messages won't even get a response. Or on the other hand, have an automation tool where you basically download or scrape or buy a list of 1,000 people, send them a templated message, and then hope that one or two will respond, which is basically not really good by both of them. And with Luna, we wanted to create the best of both worlds. So the ease of use of automation, but the personal touch and really like the personal outreach with doing everything manual. And on top of that, everything needed to be as simple as possible. And this is actually what came out of that adventure, that brainstorm, is what we have here with Luna. Like I said, it needed to be as simple as possible. So everything that needs to be done is done by Luna in the backend. Luna is scraping websites, is gathering information, is trying to match you to the perfect prospect. For me, for example, Luna thinks that this person would be a very nice lead for me, as he is a sales director at Sentry Lodge, which is a pretty big company, IT transformation in the United States, English-speaking country. So that's interesting for us at Luna. You can check out some more information about the lead as well. If you have any questions in the meantime, then go ahead and interrupt me, because otherwise I'm just going to keep on going.
Could you tell? I was going to itch. I wanted to ask a question there, actually. So what are we looking at here? So you've just said that Luna platform has recommended Matthew Paul to you, right? So
exactly.
So how did that come about? And was that a new recommendation that you had daily, or is that did you have that set up as like an ideal customer profile? What's the kind of back end? How did that work?
Great question. That's actually, we're doing, it's basically done in two steps. So when you onboard yourself in Luna, you're not going to see this right away, but first Luna is going to ask you a couple of questions about your ICP. So geography, department, job title, business size, and stuff like that. You can always, if you'd like, go to the settings and edit the settings if you'd like right here. So like I said, industries, countries, business sizes, and job titles, which basically narrows it down. But on top of that, Luna is continuously looking to what you're doing. So for example, if I were to discard Matthew Poole, or if I were to accept it, schedule the email, send it, and get a response, then Luna also looks at, hey, was this a positive response? Was it a negative response? Was he not interested, or was he very interested? Was he interested but not the right timing? And that whole sentiment analysis thing is done, which also feeds back into the AI with Luna, and then helps to further improve the lead recommendations. So you can set up a profile, which basically narrows it down a bit, and then on top of that, Luna's learning capabilities will make sure that with every interaction that you have with the platform, it will get better and better and better.
Amazing. Okay.
Now, so that's the one part of the platform, what it's doing right now. You can also check out some more information right here, which came right from the internet. Maybe check out a LinkedIn profile if you'd like that, or check out the company. You can check out the LinkedIn page, but also the website. So just to show you, this is the website of the company, and you can really check it out. Well, is this the right person for me to reach out to or not? And then if you decide that it is the right person, then you can head over to the right side of the card. So this is what I was talking about. All the AI stuff, all the microservices are working full time in the backend to get everything presented to you as a card, where the only thing that you would need to do in the end is just say, well, yes or no. Because you see an email written by Luna right here. I have not written this one before, but this is actually written by Luna. This is written by the AI, fully personalized, not just a templated message, but actually something that where Luna has gathered all the information and says, well, this would be a brilliant hook to actually reach out to this person. You can add stuff if you'd like that. So you can just edit the email. You can delete stuff. You can do minor changes, like, for example, Dear Matthew instead of Hi Matthew, if you'd like that. You can do anything you'd like, because Luna also learns from those interactions. So if you have a certain writing style, certain like industry specific words that you'd like, or anything, then that is actually taken into account with the next batch of leads.
Nice.
And if you think, well, this doesn't work for me at all, then you can just generate a new email, and then Luna is going to start all over again and see, well, what kind of information do we have? And then it actually writes a new personalized email on the spot.
Very nice. Was that a conscious decision to have it type out so it feels to slow it? Because a lot of these AI companions, it's kind of built in to make you feel like it's working with you, because obviously it's already figured out what he's going to write. But how did that come about as a design decision?
Well, it was actually an interesting one, because we were with Luna. After we thought of the idea, we spent like almost 9 months just interviewing, building stuff, and trying to figure out what would be the best possible platform to actually launch to a bigger audience, and to actually start scaling as a company. And one of the things with the regenerate option, first we said, well, here is the email, good luck with it. Then people thought that that the email was already in the backend, like as a reserve. So they thought, well, it's already there. So that's why we did it like this, with illuminating it with it's writing it word by word, because this gives people the impression, which actually happened. So Luna goes back to the drawing board, like, okay, we have this information. I choose that hook. That doesn't work for this user. So let's try the second best in the eyes of Luna. And if you schedule that one, then also the nuance in the neural net also is like, okay, this one didn't get picked. This one did get picked. So the quality score should be different. And
Nice.
then it learns from that as well. So it's a continuous learning iterative process on basically, in the end, building the best sales AI in the world. That's the goal.
I love it. So you've got the schedule email, you've got the snooze or discard. So you might say, actually, I don't want to reach out to Matthew here. So on to the next one. So just again, from a workflow standpoint, I just want this to be really useful. So you've been given Matthew. What happens next if you do want to go ahead with him or don't?
Yeah. So what you can do, indeed, you can snooze it, discard it, or say, well, as I said, this is an interesting one for me. So then you schedule the email. So you see the email scheduled for November 16th, with this, which is right now. So it's getting sent out in the next couple of minutes. And the cool thing is that Luna also writes follow-up emails as well. So not only the first email, but after 3 to 5 days, this is also an AI determining not only when to write the email, but also what to write into the email. And it's basing that decision upon the background of the person you're reaching out to, the department, the geography, and also whether the email was opened or not, because Luna is also tracking open rates. So this actually is all combined into the decision, like when to propose a follow-up email, and then also what to write in this follow-up email. And that is all put into the AI, then crafted into a message, and proposed to you as a user. So this is basically how it works. That's all you need to do.
That's it. And then all the customers come to you, easy peasy. So
exactly.
Again, just looking at the dashboard here. When you schedule email, I noticed that Luna automatically then brought Charlie up, which is quite cool. So you can work through your prospecting list quite quickly, I guess, there. But what else can we see here? So we've got things like all emails, conversations, leads, and communities. So what else is going on here?
Yeah, so what you can see here is that you can make a distinction between the first emails and the follow-up emails. So the first
Okay.
emails are really based on just everything that we can find on the internet. And the follow-up emails, like I said, are based on like also the previous interactions with the platform. The next one is conversations. So after you've reached out to someone, like for example, you see the email that we just sent. It
Mm-hmm.
is sent to Matthew, and also you see here you get a follow-up email on the 21st of November, so that's in within 5 days. So that's
Yeah.
basically Luna determining when would be the best time to follow up. And in the meantime, if he were to respond to me, then the follow-up will be cancelled. Luna would
Nice.
read that incoming message, like do a sentiment analysis on that as well, and then also determine whether this was a positive response, whether this was a negative response, whether there was a buying intent. And this is a model that we're also already training, not only to show you in your statistics, hey, this is a meeting booked and this is not a meeting booked, but also to and not also to further train the AI. So an email sent out to a prospect that immediately says, well, sign me up, I'm all in, here you have my credit card number and let's go, is of course a better email than someone that says not interested. So this is basically all of that we take into account when retraining the email, the AI. But also one thing for Luna, and I'm sure we'll dive into that more later, is that we're only doing prospecting, but the more responses that we get and the more that we see how people respond to certain emails, Luna can also start proposing responses, follow-up
Mm.
emails after a meeting, and anything like that. So this is actually already helping us to lay the foundation to build the future vision that we have with the platform. Is well, a sales AI that can help you throughout the entire sales funnel.
I love it. And then, so within the platform itself, you've your emails, your conversations, and managing these. So, what would you consider a lead here in terms of the just walking them
Yeah.
through the platform?
What you can do here is you can manage your lead settings, read some guides, but also if you think, well, I have a very specific niche, as for example, or for example, I'm only if I'm looking at Evolve, one use case could be I only want to reach out to people who have Pipedrive and want to scale up, or who do not have Pipedrive but a competitor's platform, or who do not have a CRM system at all, or something like that. Then you also could upload a custom lead list,
Mm.
or if you, for example, have an event or maybe people downloading a podcast or anything like that, then you can also export those people, import them into Luna, and then write a highly personalized outreach message as well. So this is basically what you can do. You can just click here and drag and drop a list if you'd like that, and then Luna starts. You only need a first name, a last name, and a company domain URL. And if you have those within a CSV file, then Luna will find all the contact information, will enrich the data, and actually the emails written for your prospects will also be in the email section right here. So then they will basically pop up here with the lead, and then you'll see that they're your leads, and then you can use them. You can start reaching out to them as well. And one last thing which is nice to show is that we also have a community that's an internal community. So with all of the Luna users, and there we keep you up to date on everything that is happening within Luna. You can ask questions or help each other out, or you can just interact with each other and learn from each other, use cases, and anything that you'd like.
Yeah,
And
love it.
yeah, that's basically what we have right here. And maybe to move into a very interesting part of Luna is that if you move into the settings, you can select a CRM system and directly integrate with a specific CRM system, which we're also using as ourselves as well with Luna. So we're Pipedrive users. Actually disconnected the CRM system to also show you how the integration with Pipedrive would work, so that I could demo that as well. And it's
Nice.
actually pretty simple because you can just click connect to Pipedrive. Here you see my Pipedrive login details. You see here, well, Luna wants access to wants these permissions, allow and install.
Yeah, so what's great about this is it's a native integration.
Exactly. There you go. That's the connection. And now you can just basically tell Luna what you want Luna to do with Pipedrive. And how we envision the collaboration with a company like with a platform like Pipedrive is that Luna does all the active stuff, like reaching out to people and stuff like that. And Pipedrive is perfect for what we use it ourselves as well for the administrative stuff. So working together in a team, doing your reports and keeping track of all the deals and forecasting and stuff like that. With if you have an integration that's fully in sync between the two platforms, then Luna basically says, well, I've sent an email to this person, I have a positive response in this person, I have a negative response for this person, and then all of those interactions will be logged into Pipedrive as well. So what you can say, for example, here, you can configure deal stages as well. So you can say, well, if I reach out to someone, I want to create a deal and put them in a deal stage, or you can skip this one and you can say, well, I want when people replied, I want them in a deal stage. So you can just select one if you'd like. You can skip that one as well, and then you can do it all by hand. But the most important thing, you can invite your teammates as well. So what you can see here is that you can immediately invite all the teammates. And last one is to finish it off. And that's basically what the integration, now the integration with Pipedrive is live. And what you will see happening right now, if I start sending emails, then they will be logged into Pipedrive underneath the person, the company, and the deal as well, if you'd like that. And responses will be logged into Pipedrive. So everything that you would like everything that you'd normally do by hand within Pipedrive to keep up with all your prospecting work, that will be done automatically for you.
And how is that linking to Pipedrive? Is that being synced as an email or as an activity?
It's as an email. So you can also respond within Pipedrive to that email if you'd like that.
Yeah.
So you can use either conversations or work from Pipedrive. It depends a bit on what you'd like. And if you want, you can also set it up like that to create a task. So for example, if someone replied, then create a task to, hey, you really need to schedule a meeting with this person. And then our next step in the integration would also to be using deep links, which we do not have yet. But what would be awesome is, for example, if I were to reach out to you, Bruce, and you would send a reply like, hey, schedule a meeting, then that the task would say, schedule a meeting with Bruce, then a deep link towards Luna, where the email would already be standing there for you. And you say, okay, click, and then the task gets marked off like as completed, and then you've done your tasks.
I love this. There's one last thing I want to ask before I would say to people, get your own demo and give it a try yourself. But the one last thing I want to ask is, next to accounts, you've got the bell, and is that an insights icon next to the bell? What's that we're looking at there?
Yeah, it's the statistics. So what you can see here is you can check the stats if you'd like to. You can check them. The bell is just notifications. So you can that's where when there is something happening with Luna, for example, if you have your the level of detail in your leads to like too much detail there, and Luna has trouble finding the perfect leads for you, then Luna would suggest on how to expand, like how to broaden your preferences and stuff like that. And this would basically be the statistics. So I have not been using it in the last 7 days, which is I really should start using it again. But I will dive a bit more into that later. But it's been a crazy couple of weeks as we've grown from 25 companies to over 1,000 in 3 weeks. So it was an interesting week. Let's call it that.
Yeah, it's been amazing for, what we've seen, and it's great to get you involved so early on. So what I would say is, Stephen, thank you for walking me through the platform and how easily it integrates a Pipedrive. I would urge people to reach out and get their own personal demo if you'd like one, and or give the trial yourself. We'll have all the links in the description below. But Stephen, once again, thank you.
Thank you very much.